Hey there, fellow Factorians. Onerous here with another episode of Seablock. Episode 99. We're getting close to that 100th century, but we're not there yet. We're not there yet, and we're certainly not a rocket yet. I believe at some point I might have imagined that by 100 episodes we'd be there, but we've still got a bit of a ways to go. We're working on Chrome now. We've still got to go through advanced processing, which we kind of have the materials for, but we don't have any of the infrastructure or enough materials to actually make it happen. Anyway, let's not lose focus. Let's not lose focus because that's what my daughter does, and it gets us nowhere. So let's focus and make this Chrome happen, because that is what we're trying to do at the moment. And at the end of the last episode, we started making some ferrous solution, and it's actually pretty quick. It's actually pretty quick. It filled up this 2.5K storage tank in like less than a minute, maybe. I don't know. It seemed really fast, but maybe it's not. I'm just looking at 60 every 2 seconds. What's the craft speed of 1? Yeah. So 30 a second. Gosh, the math of that's like 800 seconds. I don't know. Divided by 2 because the game speed's 2, 400 seconds. A few minutes. But we need to use that in making what are we making out of it? These other things. All right. So first of all, we need filtration units. Let's just jump in here first and just see if we have. We don't have any filtration units because we did have a crystallizer that I dropped. I dropped in there. Ooh, look at that, crystals. I did have a crystallizer we dropped in there, but it's fine. We might start building down on this one. What is this? I bet someone's been screaming at me in the comments of the previous episode. Of course, these are pre-recorded, unfortunately, but I can't believe we missed this. We'd already built a leaching plant. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry to everyone who got incredibly annoyed at that, but we'll just rip it out. It's like it never happened. It never happened. Okay, but this is one here that we prepared earlier. And we need to make a filtration unit. We can make filtration unit 1. We can make a filtration unit. And we might as well make one of those at least. For 2, we would need a little bit of titanium, and not much, so we might as well do it. The titanium production last time we checked was actually going alright, and my goodness, let's just calm this down a little bit, but that was because last episode we fixed up this crystal issue, didn't we? Yeah, that's going gangbusters now. All right, which means we can just spend it on filtration unit 2s. This one, filtration unit 2, 5 processing units. We've still got 72 on us. That's fine. All right. So this is producing, what do we say, 30 a second, 30 ferrous solution a second. And this is going to use 60 every 1.33. So 30 a second, yeah, we actually could have got away with a 1. I really should check these things first. But you know, I was feeling generous. So we need some purified water, and then we need ceramic filters. Now, ceramic filters, they need purified water as well, don't they? To turn into clean filters, spent and purified water. Yeah, okay, that's good. So we'll get some purified water. What is this? Sulfuric acid? I'm afraid... No, that's sulfur. Sulfuric wastewater. Okay, that's fine. As long as we're getting rid of it out of here. Yeah, we are. We're not worrying too much about it. There are pumps further down the line that are sucking it that away to the left. So let's pop down our oversized filtration unit. There we go. We'll pop it right here. Actually, I kind of want to bring it back this way, even though we're going to have some weird piping from that. Now, that looks like purified water to me. It is. It sure is. So we do have a purified water line, which makes life much easier. Now, you... okay, we need 2 things. We do need that. We also need to pop down one of these guys that is cleaning a ceramic filter. Alright, so we'll do that. We'll do that here. No, we will not do that there. We'll do that over here. That seems okay. We'll pop something like that. Yeah, we can get away with that. Alright. And then that there. Actually, we'll run all the way down like that. Yep, that's fine. We'll figure it out. You have to jump across because we'll have that other material coming up like that. The other material being ferrous something something. And in we go. Alright. So we've got the ferrous something something. We've got that. Now we just need to make some ceramic filters. Ceramic filter to make requires alumina. But we do have probably over here somewhere some ceramic filters that are going to waste. Is this ceramic filters? Nope, that is still charcoal filters. Where are my ceramic filters? Over here? Filters, filters, filters. That's definitely ceramic filters. All right. Let's grab a handful. Grab a handful. How many did we grab there? We grabbed 33. That should be enough for this small setup that we have over here somewhere. Here we are. Keep it going, alright. So, ceramic filters. I do want to put some boxes in because, as we saw in the last episode, we can get some issues with buffering requirements. This is the only solid product. These are both, both liquid, so we don't need a filter there. And then you are picking up from there. No, you're picking up from there. And then we'll just pop the ceramic filters in here, and they go in here, and there we go. We have some wonderful sulfuric wastewater to dispose of, which is another nice little joy. We'll pop that in here. There we go. All right. The more sulfuric wastewater we have, the better. It is because we're using sulfuric acid in all these spots, so that sulfuric wastewater is going back to make sulfuric acid, as well as feeding our algae farm. So hopefully we'll have enough. But we now have ferrous essence. Again, I'm loving these little tanks. Saves us having to put like a pump with a limit on to stop us. No, not that one. To stop us from making too much. There we go. All right. Look at that, creeping up to 2,500. That's actually it's pretty quick. It's pretty quick. All right, yeah. 30 was plenty of ceramic filters. Now that we have that, now that we have ferrous essence, now we make the ferric chloride solution. Alright, we got to remember that this becomes ion neutral. But we do need to make hydrogen and chlorine gas, or do we? We've got something over here, I'm sure. What are you making? You are making hydrogen chloride gas. Hydrogen chloride gas. Is that what we needed? Where are we? Ferric hydrogen chloride gas. All right. So if we put a little tank in here, where are you getting all your stuff from? I've got no idea. But we should make more of it. We should make more of it because it looks like some of this is getting burnt off. What's going in there? Yeah, the hydrogen's getting burnt off if we're not using it. So let's actually put in a... Yeah, of course we have no steel. I'm going to be a little bit surprised if we even have any steel available. I think this is a steel line, maybe plastic. Maybe steel. We do have a little bit of steel. I'm just going to grab it all because we need to get this infrastructure up and running, so we'll do that. Alright, so if I build a big tank, can I fit a big tank in here somewhere? Can I fit a big tank in here somewhere? Probably not. Why do I have 3 big tanks? Oh, look at that, I can fit one right there. Alright, so we'll do that, and now we just need to get this through this maze of things. Alright. If I went along that line, that would actually work. Alright. Until we got to there. Then it would not work. That's not going to work. Alright. Can we breach across here? We can. Alright. So that'll be perfect. And this is our hydrogen chloride gas that we need up there. We'll bring it up next to that, and then we'll figure out what we need to do with it up there. Alright, so there's our hydrogen chloride. We are making ferric solution, which is in a chem plant. And then that is going into, that is going into a, whatever the hell that thing is, electro-winning cell. Yep. The speed differences, are we making 60 a second with this? We are making 60 every 2 seconds. 60 every 2 seconds with a crafting speed of 2, but I don't think we're making this. This is 60 every 2 seconds. 60 every 2 seconds with a crafting speed of 1. Yep. And that's turning into 60 every 2 seconds with a crafting speed of 1. Because of it's still limited by that. So it's 60 every 2 seconds. 60 every 2 seconds, which would be a electro-winning cell 2. But that might need advanced circuits, I'm not sure. We might only be able to build one at this point. No, look at that, we can do a one single 2, which is all we need. Now we're just going to see how we fit this in, because judging by its icon now, I think it's going to be rather large. But I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I was a little bit wrong. And I'm happy that we were. I'm going to pop it here, and then we're going to make ferrous anode sludge, and these things never line up, do they? Then we need one of these guys making the that is never going to work for the life of me. Okay, we'll do something like this: hydrogen chloride and iron. Alright, so you are making ferric. We'll get that to go into there. We'll obviously power this up. That's a pretty important step. I'm going to power this one over here, and we'll power this one over here. You're going to jump across like that, and then you're going to jump across. Let's save the environment with some less extraction of materials. You need a little bit of iron ore. We have absolutely none. I'm going to have to seed that. That's for sure. Again, because we're going to be making iron ore from this process, but obviously to get started, we need some iron ore. And it's not something we have in abundance. Let's just rip that out. Let this back up for a second. What was the amounts that we're talking about here? 2 makes 40, and 10 makes 60. So 2 of this makes 240 of that. Yeah, so 120 is probably a good amount. And then we'll Control Z to undo, and that one will go again. I love bots. They make life so much easier. I really should extend this road too. We've been using it a lot, and as you can see, we're way slower here on sand. But we can now, we got one on the way. Alright, let's pop all that in there. So this is going to make the ferric chloride. So I could put in a small storage tank. I think we'll be okay. This is kind of limiting it. So now we have all this stuff. Alright, we need to get rid of more sulfuric wastewater. That's the easiest thing to do at this point. This is the stuff we want. Ferrous anode sludge. And then, honestly, let's get me one of those. And you can go there. The only solid item is slag. So we'll get that slag and we'll just remove it into the ether. At some point if we have problems, we'll look back at our storage warehouse and see what we can reuse. But something like slag, very useful because we do use it for mineral sludge. So feeding that back into the system, very nice. Once we get around to it. So now we have this. We just need a crystallizer. What's in our network? Well, crystallizer 1. All right. Let's get a crystallizer 1. How do I do this? The easiest way is to put it on your mineral shortcut bar. Crystallizer 1, and then we can place it. All right. So you're going to take that mineral sludge. Yeah, we'll work our way down again. We'll keep going down, and we might as well do it in a way that's going to run like that. All right. Do I want to put one of these in here? I think I do. All right. Just to have a little buffer. I always put in the buffers. Yeah, it's good to have such a small buffer. 2.5k is much better than 25k. But there is the argument, of course, that materials staying in the ground is the best, and just extracting them when you need it, because that way you don't create the pollution early on. It's kind of, hey, it's each to their own. But this one here, let's get over here and make some ferrous crystal. There we go. All right. We finally have some ferrous crystals. I'm gonna put it in a little box. Because we'll probably need it for something like that. All right, we're actually making a lot of ferrous crystals. I am very, very surprised. So let's put a fast inserter for now. Don't want to make tons of it that we're not going to use, because we are just going to put this into an ore sorter. An ore sorter right here. All right. What kind of... Is there a limit on the ore sorters that we can use? No, we can use them all. 9. How fast is this actually making it? This is making 6 every 2 seconds, and we're only producing 60 ferrous sludge every 2 seconds. So this is 6 every 2 seconds, and this would use 9 every 1.5 seconds. So we can just put an ore sorting 1 here, and we're not going to be limiting ourselves at all. Yeah, look, that's I mean, it's the best use of our materials, and there's no point over engineering something. So let's just pop that in here. Ore sorter 1, excellent. All right. We don't need. We do actually need a fast inserter, don't we? You are sorting this one. We could have had this stuff ages ago, couldn't we? Just interesting. Alright. We never needed it for chrome. This is the only way to get chrome, though. And, of course, that needs to go into a passive provider. I think so. I think we're just going to... Alright, we do want to make sure we actually stay in radar area. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to make one passive provider and another passive provider. I want to put that in a passive provider. Where's our cobalt? Our cobalt is going right here, isn't it? I actually already have cobalt. We already have cobalt being stored, because that was being used somewhere else. I can't remember where, but we were using cobalt ore. I kind of want... I kind of want the ore available. I don't want it to back up. That's kind of the thing. So what if we have a look at the numbers here? It's 4 iron ore and 5 everything else. So I think if we marry them up, problem is manganese, nickel, and cobalt are just going to hang around. I mean, okay. What I really need to do is to make sure that we don't stop chrome production, because this is the focus here. We need to put a active provider, and then a couple of fast filter inserters. Do I need fast inserters? 4 in 1.5 seconds. We're not doing that at all, are we? We're actually making. This is making, what I say, 6 every 2 seconds. So 9 takes 3 seconds. So every 3 seconds, we are getting 9 ferrous. So we're getting 4 every 3 seconds. We kind of do need fast. No, we don't need fast inserters. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? We do not need fast inserters. Let's get 2 filter inserters. Pop them here. You are only grabbing chrome. Chrome ore. No, this isn't right, is it? Anyway, we need to blacklist chrome. Blacklist chrome ore. There we go. Alright. Everything but chrome. And just take it away. Take it away. And you are doing chrome. But the reality is, I should copy you over to here, because we want to use that chrome ore to make the other version, not the other version. Just better chrome. We want to make chrome plate. Sorry, there we go. Okay, we got there in the end. All right, now chrome ore obviously is the slowest part of this, so we want to make sure we're using it the best. So 24 chrome makes 24 ingots using that method. Using this method, 4 chrome makes, so 24 chrome would make 12 processed chrome, and 12 processed chrome would make 36 chrome ingots. So this is definitely what we want, and we need carbon for that. That's where we got the carbon from. Did I just see chrome pellets? We can't do chrome pellets, that's okay. So we need some ore processors. Now what do we say? We're getting this one every 3 seconds. 1 every 3 seconds. So we can probably handle an ore processor 1. Man, this is going to be a slow burn, I tell you what. Alright, an ore processor 1. That is going to feed into some other things. We'll get to it. Alright. You go there and feed you, and you're making processed chrome. Alright. Now that processed chrome is going into the old blast furnace with some carbon, and it's going to make some carbon monoxide. We can probably just burn that off. Can you burn carbon monoxide? I don't know if you can. Anyway, science aside, it's got oxide. It must have some combustibles. Just make a filthy flare stack. But we need a blast furnace, and it's normally 2 of these to 1 blast furnace. So I think 1 blast furnace 1 is going to be ample. All right, blast furnace. That's making the ingots, and then once we have the ingots, we are making molten chrome. Chrome oxide. Interesting. That's a way to turn more ingots into more ingots from chrome oxide, which is not a process that I really want to get into. All right, and then we don't have those. So the molten chrome is made in induction furnace, and then that is no doubt made into induction furnace. Come back to me into a thing. We will go straight to a strand casting machine. So let's let's make an induction furnace, chemical furnace, blast furnace, casting machine, no, strand casting, induction furnace, and strand casting. Alright, and that'll allow us to do our thing with the stuffs. You know what I'm talking about. I kind of want to end up with the if I do this, we'll end up with the box in range. Strand casting machine there. I mean, right there. I could butt it up against there, but I won't. All right. So first of all, we need you here. You here, requesting some carbon. Requesting some carbon. 200's way too much, but we've got 12k in storage somewhere, so we'll be happy with that. That'll do that. That'll do that. All right. So you're making chrome ingots. Yes, you are. We've got carbon, and we'll feed carbon. You're producing carbon monoxide. Quick check. Is this used for anything useful? No. Nope. Synthesis gas with hydrogen. That's not a waste. Base mineral oil with thermal water. Carbon dioxide with some steam. I think we're probably puffers. Just keep moving. Oh man, the puffers. Alright, so we can just flare it off, which is what I'm going to do. Yes, it's a little wasteful, but here we are. There we go. Okay, so you're doing that. You're happily making ingots. Let's get some inserters going there. You are making molten chrome, and you have no power, which is not exciting to see. You're making chrome sheet coil, and then we're going to make the chrome sheet coil available on the network with one of these. There we go. All right. Chrome sheet work available. Oh, you need water. I did not realize that. Do we have water easily available? I mean, it seems like a waste, but I'm just going to make another offshore pump. Because that's just by far the easiest thing when we've got water right here. Offshore pump, yep, that line there. And donk. There you go. Alright, you are operational. Everyone's operational. We even have a lot of chrome starting to come in. We're out of ferrous crystals. Okay, so what has died here? Of course, that's died. That's not enough. Rubite crystals. Wow. What's going on here? Not enough nitric acid. Aha! Now that we're actually using them, we've got a bit of a dearth of nitric acid because we're out of sodium nitrate. Believe it or not, we're out of sodium nitrate. Let's bring up nitric acid. Sodium nitrate, yes, that's one way to do it. Nitrogen dioxide and purified water. It's another way to do it. Those are the two ways to do it. Alright. We don't have any sodium nitrate. Where is sodium nitrate coming from? Nitric wastewater, which is this purified plant over here. Nitric wastewater, sodium nitrate. That is actually the only place that it comes from. Okay. Do we have some nitric wastewater processing over here that maybe is not doing its job? We do have some. Okay, now I remember setting that up. Nitric acid. So let's have a look at this other path. The other path is, let's have a look at time first. We are at limit. Well, look, we have created some chrome. We've got 60 sheet coils. One sheet coil turns into 4 chrome plate. So that's that. It's dense. That's 200. We've got 240 chrome plate. We're going to need a bucket load. We're going to need a bucket load for what we're going to use it. But I think that's a problem for next episode. We'll try and trace back the problems we're having. Yeah, I mean that's just what we're doing from now on. We're just tracing back problems. I think chrome was the last real issue that we had to set up. From here on in, we're just probably looking at building up a bit of making sure we've got enough materials that everything can work, and yeah, we'll just keep plugging along, and hopefully by the 200th episode, we'll be there. Anyway, as always, a massive thank you to my wonderful patrons, and I will see you next time.